Hello everyone, my name's Eeveetastic and I am back with another commentary video. I was planning on doing a video like every single week, but obviously with like real life things going on, I didn't think it was going to be possible, which is why I didn't promise it, and I'm happy I didn't promise it because I would have disappointed myself immediately. So one of the first things that's been really on my mind is work. So I recently moved again. Long story short, things didn't work out with my dad and my stepmom, so I'm back living with my mom again. Um, so I've been having trouble finding a place to work again, and I did find a place to work back at my old place, but long story short, I got sick for like 2 weeks and had to go on vacation to travel across the country for a wedding, and then came back and realized I failed to communicate the fact that I was sick. Like I called out a few days because like I wasn't feeling well and I couldn't like work and stuff like that. But then I'm like, wait, I did not make a responsible choice by conversing with my manager and telling him what was going on. So I just basically disappeared off the face of the planet for like 2 weeks. Yeah, don't do what I do. That is very poor, irresponsible choice. So basically now I am without that job. I applied to a different job down the street a bit where I could potentially make $3 an hour more. And I did my interview. The interviewer liked me a lot. The manager liked me a lot. And I'm like, okay, well, things are looking pretty good. Come to find out, and then they said they're gonna let me know like what's going on like the following day, which was yesterday. So yesterday rolls by and nothing happens. I didn't think much of. Okay, well, just maybe they're busy, and then I'll call them back the next day. So today I was planning on messaging them and talking to them. Turns out they talked to someone else. They hired someone else and then didn't feel like telling me. So instead of telling me yesterday when they hired the new person, they decided they were just not going to say anything to me. And yeah, I didn't actually hear from them. I heard from someone else that they hired someone else. So playing telephone is not fun. So now I am back to square. Okay. So now I'm back to square. What the hell is going on here? This seems like this is like a stat kill going right here. I am not gonna stand in the middle of that. So basically, yeah, now I'm still trying to figure out what to do, where to go, because now I have no job still, and I need to make money because yeah, I have to pay for the roof over my head. It's not just free, unfortunately. As much as I'd like for everything to just be free, it's not. So, and then outside of work, I have been gradually figuring out like how to cope with myself and my own emotions and stuff like that. I'm not gonna pretend like I'm doing well because the fact of the matter is I'm not doing well. I don't want to get super deep into it because obviously there's a boundary of like personal stuff. All right, and the last of the gloomy news is my internet has been really dying the last like week or two, off and on. So sometimes it's like really good, and sometimes it's really bad. Like right now it's kind of just okay, but like sometimes it gets really bad. Oh, you're good. Bye. So having bad internet has really interfered with my ability to do a lot of things. And I'm surprised I actually have enough internet to do this right now. I got jukes. It's fine. But on brighter news, how did you dodge me? You didn't dodge me. You're coming back here. You went up. I'm pretty sure you went up. Hello. You died. You're bad. Good. I thought I was gonna die there for a second, and then I didn't, so. But on brighter news, I have been off and on playing on a roleplay server. Ooh! Died. I've been playing on a roleplay server. I'm gradually getting into like their plot and lore and stuff like that. I'm not like super deep into it yet, but I'm sure eventually I'll get like, into it more. Big interference is obviously like internet and stuff like that, but yep, you're gone. Good day. Come here. Come here. Your death is awaiting you. Stop fleeing your fate. Yep, I gain on you. I am but faster than you. Faster than you could possibly imagine. But yeah, basically, my character on this lore server, I am playing a character from another world who went through a portal and lost most of her memories. And like certain things like here and there will like spark certain things, like she'll like remember like part of something, but it basically she's from another world, and my character is like the bridge to open up a different part of lore and stuff like that. I can't really say too much without like spoiling everything. Get jumped. But that's the gist of it. I am on the wrong side of the map. You are probably hiding in one of these little spots. Because you are but a sneaky character. Oh, hello. Oh. Let me just kill this person real quick. Bro, you... I got him! Read like a magazine, let's go. Okay. So yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with playing on said roleplay server. I've also been playing on a different SMP where it has a MCMMO. I've streamed on it a few times. Got a cool looking base so far. Gradually working on it. Slow progress, but at the end of the day, progress is progress. Let's see what else are the games I've played. I've also been playing Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, or I have Violet, I don't have Scarlet. I was gonna get both games, but I didn't have the money for both games, so I only bought Violet. And I'm really, really happy I didn't get both games because it sucks. Pokemon Scarlet and Violet suck. They're, in my opinion, the worst games in the whole series. And I know that's a really, really bold statement, but like, they're not good. You know, genuinely speaking, the concept of Scarlet and Violet is a really cool concept. I think changing the way they do the game instead of the same linear concept and doing like a whole open world kind of thing, I think is really cool. And I mean, granted, I'm not really for it. I like the old formula of like standard Pokemon gyms, like the kind of like the style of the old Pokemon games. Call me a Pokemon boomer if you want, but that's just how I feel about it. And outside of that, like that's fine. I have no problem with them changing the style of it. Granted, it's not for me, but I wouldn't say it sucks because I wouldn't like it. The thing that bothers me the most is obviously performance. I don't want to play a Pokemon game at 5 FPS and with very polygon looking models all over the screen that don't render properly and don't render until they're like right on top of you. Like that just okay. I don't want to play a Pokemon game that runs super poorly. And a combination of just like the whole freaking game, including cutscenes, the end credits, just like random spots, the game just lags, and it's just not cool. And also just the poor server connection as well. Like sometimes, like when you're playing with like, a Union Circle with like your friends, and one of you hosts a raid, sometimes the notification will just not pop up for certain people for no reason, and you have to like go through this convoluted process of going and looking for terror raids, which doesn't sound that bad, but the fact is you're in a Union Circle, so you don't have to do that, and then you turn around and have to do that anyways. It's dumb. Also, the fact that you can't customize your character very much. I know they were trying to keep to the concept of you're a student at this academy, but like no one cares. Nobody cares about the stupid academy. No one wants to do those stupid classes. No one wants to... We wanted to play Pokemon. Okay? If we didn't want to play Pokemon, we wanted to play a school simulator, we wouldn't have bought a $60 Switch title now, would we? But I think one of the funniest parts about the whole Pokemon game is the fact that Nintendo is giving out refunds to certain people because of the game's performance, and it runs like such garbage. It's such a Pokemon and Game Freak thing to do, you know? Like, yeah, so many people buy the Pokemon games because a lot of people are Pokemon fans, but like, Game Freak can't keep getting away with shit content. I mean, I used a curse word in my video. I know, big deal. But the game is shit. Okay, And like Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, with its own can of worms and is also bad, I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die. Nope. I think I got away. I think I actually got away. I actually got away. Let's go. But like, Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl, they also sucked, but in their own way because of the fact that they wanted to keep the game faithful to the originals. If you wanted to keep it faithful to the originals, why didn't you keep it faithful to Platinum? Platinum did everything that Diamond and Pearl did, but better. Why did you remake Diamond and Pearl? Why didn't you just take more Platinum mechanics and put it into Brilliant Diamond Shining Pearl? Or rather, should I call it Bugs Diamond and Shit Early Pearl? Yep, I know I'm stealing that name. But it's gotten to the point where with all these new games, I don't think I'm going to buy Generation 10 or any more Pokemon games. I might not buy any new ones. I mean, I'm still going to be a Pokemon fan, don't get me wrong, because I still love Pokemon. Obviously, it's in my name. But, like, I don't have any interest in buying the new games. I don't even want to play Violet anymore. Like, I picked up Rescue Team DX because I was sick of playing this laggy-ass game. So the long story, I love Pokemon still. I'm not buying any more games. Or most likely not going to. Like, I don't dislike the whole open world concept, but it's just not my thing. It's just not for me. And if anybody likes Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, sure, that's fine. You can like the Pokemon games. I'm just not into it. And I have no problem with people being excited about it or finding shinies and stuff like that. That's cool. I mean, I personally have my own preference on. Ooh, I just found a new hiding spot. I didn't even consider this spot. I have my own preference on hunting shinies. I am what people call a full odds elitist. So I prefer to hunt in the older Pokemon games where the odds are like 180, 192 rather than 40, 96. I just like the rarer odds because I feel like it's more satisfying to find a shiny at the rarer odds. I mean, granted, I'm not going to find nearly as many shinies, and like they're significantly more rare because of that. But like, I'd rather feel more rewarding for a hard-earned shiny rather than just spending an hour doing a method hunt or running around in circles. I just don't find that fun. And like, granted, people might think, oh, just running around the grass for 60, 70 hours is also not fun. And while you're not wrong, you can do other things at the same time. Like, I don't just sit there and play one game and run around the grass for hours. Normally, I'll either play other games or like watch YouTube or something, or do something else while in the middle of it. Heck, sometimes I'll be like in the middle of cooking something and I'll sit there with a Pokemon game and run around back and forth in the grass. And contrary to popular belief, full odds hunters are not as stuck up as people think they are. Where like most full odds hunters are not going to be like, oh, my shiny is rarer than yours, therefore I'm better than you. Most full odds hunters are not like that. And honestly, I feel like the value of a shiny and the way you hunt shiny Pokemon should be in the eye of the beholder. And like, if you want to hunt with the method hunts in newer generations, you want to hunt Scarlet and Violet running around in the overworld, or play Legends Arceus and wait for the little sound effect, cool. Very cool. I'm very happy for you. As long as you're having fun doing it, I don't think it really matters. And granted, you can have 400 shinies, you can have 2 shinies. Makes no difference to me. As long we're all here to have fun, we're all here to get shinies, you know? It does not really matter. Now, the only exception to that is Pokemon Go, because Pokemon Go is lame and is stupid and deserves to die. If you like Pokemon Go, I'm sorry, but that game's trash. It needs to die. Game's not fun. Game's stupid. But enough Pokemon contrary opinions or controversial opinions. I'm telling you, English is really difficult for me today. I don't know why. But yeah, this might actually be a shorter video today because I don't really know what else I want to talk about. I do have another video I'm potentially planning on releasing. It's a lore video for that roleplay server I was talking about. I have 2 videos I'm planning on releasing. One is like, oh, that person just died. I just watched that death. It's definitely that person right there. What's up? Oh. I was planning on juking this dude, but it didn't even matter. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. I greatly appreciate your time. I promise you, most of my video commentary videos aren't just gonna be me like venting and like talking about negative stuff going on. I'll try to be more positive and like release things that are actually like fun to listen to. But like at this point, I don't know. I got a lot on my mind. So without further ado, I'm gonna hopefully get around to editing this. Not take like 2 months to edit this. If you ever see this, because you know how I am about editing, I never do it. I don't like it. I don't know how to. It sucks. I don't like it. I don't like it. I just don't like it. But anyways, bye.